guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Heartland Season 13 finale really was the perfect ending to wrap up Ty and Amy's love story on Heartland and help prepare the show to progress into Season 14, possibly with Amy and Ty taking a backseat to now Georgie and Quinn and the development of their relationship. But before we get into all that, if you guys could please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. And as well, if you guys want to be one of the first to be notified whenever I upload a Heartland video or Season 14 update, just make sure you hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button, and that way you will be notified whenever I upload a video and you won't miss out on a Heartland Season 14 update. But with that being said, let's jump right into today's video. So I was watching the Heartland Season 13 finale with my little sister last night, and I was actually watching it to make this video, and as I was watching it, I realized, I was like, this finale is more perfect to wrap up Amy and Ty's love story than I even thought in the first place. I was watching it and I was like, it's almost like they knew that Graham Wardle or Ty wasn't going to be in Season 14 as much as previous seasons. Now obviously they had no idea because the worldwide pandemic wasn't a thing when they were filming the finale for Heartland Season 13, I don't think. So obviously they had every intention to have Graham still be considered a main character in Season 14, but I was like, oh my gosh, like this couldn't be any more perfect, and let me explain why I think that. So we see in the Season 13 finale many things, but the final scene of the Heartland Season 13 finale, Amy and Ty are just getting home from the hospital after being shot, and you know, we basically essentially see Ty save Amy's life in that episode and in the finale, and it's very Ty and Amy focused, I have to say, which is completely fine. Now looking back at it and watching the episode over again, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, because the writers are aware that Amy and Ty, for many people, are the main characters. But let's get back to the final scene. So the final scene of with all the characters is Amy and Ty when they get home from the hospital, and they're sitting down in the kitchen, and all the characters are around. You have Georgie, you have Lou, you have, I think, Peter, Tim, Mitch, I think, Jack, Amy, and Lindy, and they're all sitting down at the table, and all the characters basically say to, not all the characters, but Jack says to Ty, which I think is amazing. He said, you saved Amy's life, there's no doubt about that. And then they called him a hero. And I was like, oh my gosh, could this be any more perfect for setting up Season 14? Let me explain to you why it's perfect. So, I've said before that I think Amy and Ty's relationship and Amy and Ty as characters are going to take a backseat to now Georgie and Quinn's relationship. I've expressed before that I think Georgie and Quinn are going to kind of replace Amy and Ty as, you know, the love story, the main characters, the main love, interest, focused relationship, drama, whatever. And that's completely fine. As stories progress, it's natural for new characters to take the spotlight and stuff like that. But I think having not only the characters and Jack say to Ty that, you know, he saved Amy's life and he's a hero, that I think is a perfect ending to their story. Ty's basically a hero. Amy would essentially be dead if it wasn't for Ty. We saw them explain that in the finale. And so for the final scene of Amy and Ty's relationship possibly to be that Jack called Ty a hero and basically said that Amy would have been dead if it wasn't for Ty, and for Amy to as well say that to Ty, I think that that is absolutely perfect. And then as well, the Season 13 finale also perfectly set up Quinn and Georgie's relationship. We saw that Quinn came back for Georgie, and so we get to see where their relationship goes from there. Maybe we'll see more interactions with him and Peter, because in the Season 13 finale, we see that Lou has kind of warmed up to him a little bit, and Peter is kind of still iffy, you know, is he good enough to date my daughter? We see that in the season 13 finale as he's talking to Lou as they're waiting for Georgie to come home from, you know, being with him and going to see him. And then we see him at the Maggie's with the rest of the characters when they're figuring out or finding out if Lou becomes the mayor, and we see him come back and we see Georgie take him outside, and then he says, I'm gonna be around for a while, just give me a reason to stay, which I loved that. That was amazingly done. Well done to the writers. That was fantastic. And then of course we get to see Lou as the mayor, so that allows for more character development for Lou, and then as well you see the setup for the possibility of Peter and Lou getting back together, which I've been saying for the last 3 years, ever since I've covered Heartland on my channel, that I want that to happen. But honestly, season 13, the finale, if Graham Wardle isn't returning for Heartland season 14, as much as, you know, people want him to, and if he's not considered a main character, but instead goes down to a guest starring role because of the situation of the world and just decides to take on other projects, which is completely fine. I think that there's no better ending to Amy and Ty's love story than to have the characters and Amy herself say to Ty that he is a hero and he saved his wife's life, which I was watching it again and I was like, oh my gosh, this is one, this is amazing, 2, it's beautiful, and 3, they set up season 14 perfectly for Georgie and Quinn to take the main character roles, and as well to kind of set up Peter and Lou getting back together. And it honestly couldn't have been done any better. I can't wait to see what they decide to do for season 14. Obviously, season 14 has its own challenges now with the protocols and regulations and stuff for filming because of the pandemic, and I think it's safe to say that Graham will not be returning as a main character, as he has not been on the set of Heartland season 14 as of yet, and now we are into our 3rd week of filming season 14. Like I said, nothing has been confirmed by CBC. I've made videos about this in the past, so like I said then, nothing has been confirmed by CBC about Graham's inclusion in Heartland season 14, sorry. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see when it comes to Graham's inclusion in Heartland season 14 and the character of Ty in season 14 and what kind of role he will play, because he will obviously be in less episodes, although not confirmed by CBC. It is pretty obvious to fans at this point that Graham will indeed be in less episodes than normal in the upcoming season of Heartland, which that's fine. It allows for other characters to take the spotlight, which I've said before is very important. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What did you think of the Heartland season 13 finale? Do you agree with what I said? Why or why not? Again, this is just my own personal opinion. Nothing that I said in this video is confirmed by CBC in any way, shape, or form at all. It is just my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas, so let me know yours down in the comment section down below. If you guys want to stay up to date on everything Heartland season 14 related, make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell icon so that you'll never miss out on another Heartland video in the future, including some very special Heartland season 14 updates. But with that being said, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.